Namaste everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 Oms. But before we do that, we establish the group consciousness. So mentally think of everyone who is over here. Take a deep breath in and we begin the first Om. Now, our usual disclaimer, when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and our volunteers and others like me and others don't take responsibility for the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution in what you do. Please make sure whatever you do follows the rule of yoga, that there can be no strain whatsoever in whatever you do. With that as the guidance, we'll begin with our chakra vibrations. But before that, I also want to note, today being the Sunday session, there are 2 things special about it. Today is the day when we do active pranayama and a different kind of meditation. And this we do once a week. Those of you who have been regular are aware of that. And the second thing is that today we have half-hour extra time in the end for discussions. So keeping that in mind, let's begin with our chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum, and as we squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we begin with Lam. Lam. Lam.
योगा कर रही हैं. हेलो.
Yes.
सारी रह गई सारी में. Enjoy.
Okay. So somebody didn't know that they were on unmuted. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with Lam. Lam. Release the fingers. Continue. Lam. Last time. Now bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum behind the pubic area. As you draw in there, we do warm, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. Release the fingers, continue. Continue. Last time. Now bring the awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body. As you draw in at the navel, we do rum, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb as you draw in at the navel. Release the fingers, continue. Ram. Last time. Ram. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do yum, pressing on the index finger. Take a deep breath in. Yum. Yum. Release the fingers. Continue. Last time. Bring the awareness to the throat. We do hum here. Thumbs up, loose fist. Release the fingers. Continue. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and here we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand. Continue. Top of the middle of the head, we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand and continue. Last time. Keep the eyes closed and observe how you feel within, the lightness, openness. And those of you who know how to do the Ujjayi Pranayam, you can begin. And if you feel there is no resistance in any visualization you want to do, you can. And those of you who want to do any physical rotations or anything, you're welcome to do it. But today, of course, we'll focus largely on the pranayama. So let's continue. And those of you who need instructions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck. Focusing there, make a big smile with the cheeks coming out, and you'll find a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. Keep your focus on the stretch, and keeping your mouth firmly shut, inhale and exhale in slow, deep breaths through the nostrils. And as it is going through the stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth with the vocal cords, you'll feel a mild rubbing sensation. Just focus on that and be there. Continue. As you continue with the Ujjayi, you can visualize it rising from the perineum to the top of the head or beyond the head. And as you exhale, going down into the perineum, up and down to the middle of the body. And if at the same time you want to do any stretching of the shoulders or anything, please feel free to continue. As you continue the Ujjayi, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the sternum where you feel a depression. And from there, as you inhale, visualize the awareness going up right to the point in the topmost part of the forehead. Exhale, coming down back to the bottommost part of the sternum. After doing this for 10 or 20 breaths, you can visualize after that when you inhale, it goes up here and then it goes beyond and goes all the way to the middle of the top of the head. And as you exhale, it comes down the middle of the body all the way down to the perineum or even further lower as far as it will go. Inhale from here down. So 2 of these you can do on your own. Now, as we continue the Ujjayi, now we move the awareness along the spine from the tailbone to the back of the head as you inhale and as you exhale going down. If you find any resistance anywhere, mentally vibrate Om, 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 Om as you inhale up and Om, 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 Om like that as you exhale. Continue. Now, as we continue the Ujjayi, visualize the Ujjayi going through your entire body as a wide level of awareness, right from the feet, going through the body all the way to the top of the head, maybe a foot above, and as you exhale, going all the way down and maybe a foot below the feet. So think of it as covering the whole body as you go up and down. And you can visualize as you inhale from below the feet, think of it, you're taking whatever the physical element of your body are needed for your health, you're taking it from there and it is going up, and there it is above the head, it is connecting with your spiritual entity, whatever is needed, it brings in, and as it goes down, whatever are the unwanted things we have accumulated, it takes it down all the way right into the earth. Visualize this and you can continue. Now, as we continue the Ujjayi, visualize yourself in a cylinder that is more than 10 feet wide, like 5 feet on each side around you in a whole circle. And it is as tall as 100 feet above and 100 feet below. And as you inhale and exhale in Ujjayi, visualize the same thing you were doing before, all the whatever you need coming into you, connecting with the higher spiritual source, and whatever the intelligence coming in to utilize it within you, and whatever is not needed going into the earth. So you can visualize it, and you can also visualize it as a spiral whirlwind. From coming below, goes up, brings down what is needed for you, and the spiral whirlwind takes unwanted stuff below the feet into the earth. Continue with the Ujjayi. Last Ujjayi breath. Now we will go on to a few minutes of Kapalbhati followed by Bhramari. We may also do Bahya Kumbhaka. Let's begin. If anybody has any questions, you can feel free to ask. And those of you who are the attendees, have sent you an invitation to join the panelists if you wish.
Dr. Narayan, when did it Ujjain here? I don't feel any body or nothing, no cylinder, just only thing for my body shape, whole energy is out everywhere. And at that time I don't feel body, and vibration going all over the place. So this is no cylinder. I didn't feel cylinder, but right now he's coming all around by me.
That
Like
is
mud.
all right. That is good enough.
Okay, thank you.
Now we can do about 5 breaths of Brahmaris. So now we can go on to Bahya Kumbhaka. We'll do about 5 to 10 breaths. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, take the abdominal area in, fully exhale and chin down, and hold out the breath. Once you complete the last Bahya Kumbhaka, we'll can get ready for Bhastrika Pranaya. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Today we do after 20 breaths, we do something different. We take a deep inhalation, hold the breath with the chin down as long as is comfortable. And when we exhale, we close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. So take a deep breath in, hold, chin down. We can get ready for the second round. And of course, when you're holding the breath after 20 breaths of this Bhastrika, you want to keep your palms open and you want to see if you feel any sensations in your palm. So let's continue to the second round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. exit. 10, exit. 11, exit. 12, exit. 30, exit. 40, exit. 50, exit. 60, exit. 70, exit. 80, exit. 90, exit. 20, exit. Again, take a deep breath in, hold the breath, chin down, and observe the palms. And when you're ready to exhale, close the right nostril and exhale. We can get ready for the third round of Bhastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Now we can go on to the fourth round of Bhastrika. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Hold the breath, palms open. Now, most of you can sense the sensations in the palm, the little vibration. If there is anybody who doesn't sense it, just rub your palms and then slowly, like you're rotating a ball in between your hands, keep the palms like a couple of inches apart and roll it, and you will feel the sensation. And once you feel the sensation, open the palm, gently try lifting up the palm to see whether you feel any weight over there. Keep your eyes closed and mentally ask or invoke the spirit that takes the awareness beyond the body, that we call as Gayatri in our tradition. So, invoke Gayatri to come into your palms and see whether there is a change in vibration, and try to slightly lift up the palm and see that the weight has increased. And now mentally take Gayatri from your palms into your whole body by taking the palm inward towards your chest. Feel how a difference has come in your body. Maybe the head, neck feels lighter. Now, open the palms again, and now we invoke that spirit that takes you beyond the rays of the sun, beyond the energy of the sun, and that we call as Savitri. And invoke Savitri into your palms and feel how the weight and vibrations change. Now again, take the palms inward and take Savitri inside your body. And as you do that, observe how you feel some changes in the sides of your head. Now, third, we invoke the spirit of wisdom. And of course, the source of it is God, the spirit that takes you into that connection, higher connection to God to give us wisdom. So that spirit that gives us wisdom we call as Saraswati. And feel the weight change in the palms again and the vibration, and take Saraswati inside you. Now, with the three of these taken in, your vibration has changed. And now, mentally tell yourself, in the dimension of the physical world, the spiritual world, and the highest, the zone of God that we all live in, may you have the vigor and energy that allows you to absorb the wisdom from far above. And from that wisdom, may you fulfill the purpose for which you have come into this body. So ask for the wisdom whereby you can fulfill the purpose for which you have come into this body. Keep that as the mental affirmation. Those of you who understand the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra and know it, you can mentally use that as the affirmation, the understanding of the meaning. As you do that, we can have Om playing in the background in low volume. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I have come into this body. Become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. And whenever you're ready to open your eyes, raise the palm of your hands and bring it in front of you. Take a long, deep breath, and we will do the sound Om and then look straight into the palm of the hand. Take a deep breath in. Now we are ready for our discussion segment. If there are any questions, any comments, suggestions, you can ask. And if you don't have any, or after we have finished answering all of them, I can share a little bit of thoughts about how to balance yourself in aging from an Ayurvedic perspective.
Okay. Thank you. Namaste, Dr. Rajan. Today's session was very good. Ujjayi Prana, very good. No, it took beyond the body, and the whole vibration coming in. Very good session. Other question I have: when you do chakra vibration, group vibration, you cleaning all participants, right? Because
That's right.
yeah, because today we do only one. Ujjayi, Agna Chakra, but I mean, how long this cleansing remain? How many times we have to do during a day?
How long are you satiated and you don't feel hungry? After a little while you feel hungry, because it is all part of the process of way our body mind thinks and where it goes, right? So the thing is, basically, the chakras are clear as long as the Sushumna Nadi is in supreme balance. What is the meaning of the Sushumna Nadi being in supreme balance? It means that we are completely in sync with our spiritual purpose and only our Swadharma is flowing through us. That under those circumstances, yes, that will happen. But let's all be very realistic. What happens is each of you, live with so many things in your lives, okay? So sometimes your spouse may say something to you. You may not truly feel that you want to do it or is right, but nevertheless, to please your spouse, you will say yes and do it. And it may not be in sync with the flow of the, Sushumna Nadi, right? So there may be a block happening somewhere. So this question about how long it lasts it is basically each individual, and given how life goes, how they orient their life, these will happen, right?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Preeti Kelkar, yes, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Dr. Rajan, I have a question. Why do we feel vibrations in the palm after Bhastrika?
Why don't you, or why do you?
we? Because today it was so strong, it was almost like a little uncomfortable. It was so many strong vibrations. Why do we feel them?
Okay. See, the thing is, you feel it so strong because we, previous to that, we did lot of pranayam with Ujjayi pranayam mainly, and we also did Kapalbhati and the Bahi Kumbhaka, right?
Yes.
So after that, when we do what Bhastrika does is, it increases the energy flow in the body. In fact, you scarcely realize when you do puja at home or you give anything or whatever, everything when you do with the hand, when you do puja and you put flour or rice or whatever, or even water, what you're really giving is not the flour, rice or water. Rather, they become the medium to carry the energy from your hand into wherever you're worshipping. So what happens is, this is the place, the vibration is what really counts. And you are not sensitive to it normally. But because the energy is high after the cleansing with the chakra vibration and the Ujjayi pranayam and the Kapalbhati and the Bhastrika and the increased in the energy with Bhastrika, you became more sensitive. That is why our Sunday program here is very special. And not everybody can feel it, but because in a moment of intuition, we went over here because here people are very regular and people who are consistent with it every day. So for the spiritual group, we developed this way of doing things, and that's why your vibrations you can feel it.
No.
Now, since you can still feel the vibration in your palms,
Pardon?
do you still feel the vibration in
No,
your
not
palm?
now. Now it has gone. But that time it was so strong, I was like really getting uncomfortable too.
But now do you feel even a little bit?
Not sure now.
Open the
Let-
palms, keep it, close your eyes.
Yes, I can feel now. With
Okay.
yes.
Now, slightly lift it up slightly and see whether you can feel a weight in your palms. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're from Maharashtra, so is your Ishtadev Ganpati?
Devi.
Devi. Okay. Ask Devi in whichever Devi you're calling to come into your palms.
Okay.
Feel the vibration there and gently, lift up your palms and see whether you feel a change in the vibration or the weight.
Yes, they are increasing. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this is how this is the nature of devatas and the spirits. When you call them, you can feel them in your palms, right?
Okay.
So what is happening is when we do this Ujjayi, after all this cleansing, it increases your receptive ability and to be able to connect beyond the body into the spirit.
Okay. Because I'm not doing the evening classes every day. I'm coming, I do the morning. I come this for Sunday and I can feel the difference. It is, you get stronger even with the chakra vibrations. I can feel more. So as in the group is group vibe, consciousness is there. Thank you.
So your question is answered.
Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
So Renuji, go ahead. You can unmute yourself. You have difficulty unmuting. Virendraji, go ahead. You can unmute.
Dr. Rajan, what is the advantage of Ujjayi Pranayam?
Ujjayi Pranayam has multiple benefits, and I'm going to say it both from a physiological perspective as well as from a spiritual perspective. From a physiological perspective, it is in the research that has been done and tested, it is recognized as a method of what they call as vagal stimulation. So the vagus nerve passing through this area, it is doing vagal stimulation. Now, among various tests that have been done, vagal stimulation has been found has a anti-inflammatory impact. It actually stimulates these markers that are anti-inflammatory markers in the body, and so it reduces the inflammation in the body. This is the physiological understanding. As we have observed in yoga, the physiological understanding goes even beyond that. Beyond that, what it does is, you can understand when we are focused in the throat, there is one other nerve besides the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve travels all through the body and it impacts various other parts of the body, and particularly below the throat, the vagus nerve is considered what do you call it? Afferent in nature, which means it is better communicating to the brain. Whereas what happens is in the throat area, the vagus nerve is essentially efferent, where it is communicating from the brain, and the glossopharyngeal nerve over there is what is more efferent. And what ends up happening is, because the pharyngeal muscles here are being impacted over there because of the nerve connection, people who have snoring and sleep apnea, there is significant difference that people have found. So these we speak from a physiological perspective about the nature of the Ujjayi Pranayama. Now let's come to the spiritual understanding of Ujjayi. From a spiritual understanding of Ujjayi, the word itself, Ujjayi, means that which is the higher victorious pranayama, Ujjayi Pranayama. So what does it really mean? So the thing is, it is from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika or Gheranda Samhita, I cannot, recall clearly. One of the two actually mentions what it does is it basically stimulates your connection with your higher spiritual entity. And if we think in terms of it, the way it is done is, the way it says is, you feel the connection move from the lower part of the sternum, your Atma Chakra, to the higher element as you inhale. And as you exhale, it actually comes and fulfills whatever is needed. So it is considered as a way whereby whatever is your spiritual program is able to better manifest in your body because you increase the connection better with that. So that is how it is described. So Ujjayi Pranayama is a very important pranayama.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're welcome. So Renuji, go ahead.
Dr. Rajan, good afternoon. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. I am thinking about the Devis we requested to come into our palm and then we took them into our body. Gayatri, Savitri, and
Saraswati.
Saraswati. So we did not let them go. Are they still within us?
Okay. They may be still within you, and you can mentally thank them and let them go. That will be fine. It's only needed when you're doing meditation.
I need one more question in the same area. We are mortal beings, and all day long we make decisions. Some decisions can be very emotional, others can be just practical humdrum decisions. And wisdom is something that we need in almost every interaction that we do the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if one can act wisely, the majority of the conflicts in this world and this life can be dealt with in a peaceful manner. How does one, any human being, any of us, keep Devi Saraswati with us 24/7 to stay wise and not use words wrong, not to do wrong acts? If you use wisdom, you will always act in a way that is congenial and able to manage any kind of difficult situation and conflict.
Yes, I can answer this question for you. And this question basically talks about how a person changes from the time when they are born and as they age, and how you can find internal harmony within you as you go along. So I will answer this, and this was what was in my mind to do today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Tammy ask her question before I begin to answer this, because it'll take a little bit time. Go ahead, Tammy.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. Namaste. I had two things. One that was really amazing was with Savatri, the second deity that we brought
Sav-
in.
Yeah.
Savitri. All right. And it was literally doing the vibrations on the side of my head when you said that. So that was really neat. And you know what? There's like these I can make it vibrate there. Just on the sides like that. Does that call her? Does that call him in? Does that let me go there when I do that?
That's fine. They're perfectly okay. Each people will sense it differently. That's fine.
My other thing is when we were doing the cylinder, and Suresh, was sharing that he couldn't really visualize it, and as he was saying that, I could see how the people that could visualize it were like doing this huge collective clearing. Like I could see the stuff going through that didn't belong. Like we were doing this collective consciousness clearing. That's what it occurred like to me. Like. We're just like, don't worry, we got it, Suresh. It was kind of a neat thing to see that energy moving up and down like that. But yeah, so anyway, I did want to share that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the question that Renu Thapar asked is a question that may be applicable to all of you over here. So the question actually led up from a number of different places. That is, Suresh Purohit asked whether you can keep your chakra clear, how long does it last? And of course, the same extension here, Renu Thapar says the reality of the world is we have to deal with so many things, mind is going everywhere. How do we keep the harmony with it? Okay. So let's understand, and I'm going to give you an Ayurvedic explanation in order to make you understand how this works. You see, Ayurveda, essentially, many of you have heard about this thing called the 3 types of doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, right? And the thing is, these doshas are associated with 3 of the 5 elements. See, we are built, our constitution is built of 5 elements. Our constitution occupies space, and then there is air within our system, there is fire within our system. By the way, anybody know what is the fire in our system?
The energy of itself.
Yes, it is acidity manifesting as fire in our system. Okay? And then there is water in our system, and then there is the earth element in the system, right? So now what happens is the space element is pretty stable and the earth element is pretty stable. Whereas on the other hand, the air, the fire and the water have a lot of movement around, and that movement inherently gives them potential for instability, but actually their movement is what enables you to function. Okay, so what happens is these 3 elements, the air, fire and water elements are associated with the Vata, Pitta and Kapha in application of how you lead your life. Okay, so now what happens is when you are young, we all come with a bundle of programs to go and fulfill for the purpose for which we are born in this world, right? So in order to fulfill all of that, you need a lot of vigor, and all the programs are working through you. And when you're young, everything seems to be working well. You have a big appetite, you're eating well, and you're energetic, and you're breathing well, and everything seems to be fine. Now what happens is, as you age, in the aging process, we have completed a lot of stuff in the world, and so a lot of your programs are done. And the other thing that comes along is, as you age, the fire in you begins to become less. So what happens? When the fire in you becomes less, you suffer more from bloating, digestion is not as strong, you eat, as people age, they begin to eat less, and you should eat less and you should eat according to what is right for you, so that there is only so much digestive fire within you. And which means what happens is the idea of fire being less means they will say your pitta is low, right? So if your pitta is low, what happens? In Ayurveda, the concept is, according to your nature, there should be balance between the vata, pitta, and kapha. So as you age, your pitta becomes your fire element, your digestive fire becomes lower. By the way, the fire in you not only reduces the digestive fire, but also that same fire is what is considered the fire element that impacts your cardiorespiratory system as well as your immune system. Okay? So your cardiorespiratory system weakens and your immune system weakens. So what happens is the pitta element has become weaker, whereas the vata and the kapha elements are remaining about the same as before. So what happens? Relative to the balance between the three, you have too much of vata and you have too much of kapha and too low of pitta. So in Ayurveda it is said, you need to bring back the balance. You can bring back the balance in many ways. You can try to increase your pitta a little bit. You can try to reduce your vata a little bit. You can try to reduce your kapha a little bit. So what happens is, how do you go about doing that? Well, the key element to increase the pitta in your system is lot of the pranayama practices that we are doing. Right? So, Bhastrika Pranayam, Kapalabhati, all of these will increase your pitta. Okay? Now, on the other side, how can you reduce your vata? You can reduce your vata becoming calmer and letting go of things, being more meditative, having regular meditation. All of that will help you to reduce the pitta, and at the same time you can reduce your vata is what I was talking about. You reduce your vata through meditation, calmness in your system, and keep warmth within your system. So warm bath, warm massage, warm things will all give you a better way to handle the vata that is increased. And of course, a good oil that goes with that is the sesame oil. By the way, along with all of these, the food items you eat also are extremely important. Okay? So the kind of things that will be more suitable for you. Now, how do you reduce your kapha? You reduce your kapha with warmth and always eating everything hot. And the other part that goes along with that is movement of the body. So go for a walk, do stretches and all of that. So these are so you can understand from an Ayurvedic perspective how as you age, because the pitta has reduced and relative to that the vata and the kapha are higher, what do? You change your lifestyle, whereby you worry less about the world and worry about less of it wandering. You focus on breathing better, being more meditative and more physical activity. So this way you're bringing the three back into balance, right? You can, if you take these principles and look at it with respect to how you see people and how people are being affected, whether it is young people, old people and all of that, you will see some very interesting phenomenon. Do you see people who are in their, a lot of these, actually I won't say a lot, some of the young people I see, particularly during the summer months over here, they're sitting in the air conditioning and they are catching a cold. Have you noticed it? So you can explain it this way. What is happening is they have expended their energy over there, and so but on the other hand, the pitta is not fully reduced. But on the other hand, actually pitta is reduced because they have expended themselves, and the kapha has not reduced, so essentially the kapha is excessive. Anytime the balance of the kapha increases, it will result in more phlegm in the system. And when the mind is not calm enough, that will exacerbate the vata too, which will kick up the phlegm. I actually said it in a very simple way. The way in which Ayurveda explains is that changes in the body is always impacted by the 5 pranas. Okay? So what happens is, in the nature of the 5 pranas, how they stimulate and how it affects the 5 kaphas and the 5 pittas, all of this, they explain it in a little more detailed way. But the way I summarized is kind of gives you a picture of how they all work together.
Thank you. In the Ayurvedic expert, they praise over here, in the palm here. So where are these 3, Vata, Pitta and Kapha? You know.
Okay. See, the thing is basically, if you bend your middle finger a little bit and bring the 3 fingers, the index, middle and ring finger in line, and you bring it under one hand and look at the pulse over there. The first finger that is closest to your wrist is the Vata. The one in the middle is the Pitta, and the farthest away is the Kapha. But you have to look at both the hands. The left hand indicates what is your embedded nature. So if you're a person who has high blood pressure or diabetes or all of these, you will feel that in the left hand, the Pitta is higher and the Vata will also be higher. Now, on the right hand, after you do your yoga session, if you go and feel, you'll feel the Pitta has calmed down and there is a better balance between the 3. So the thing is also, when you press tight, you're able to get your Prakriti. When you press light, you get your Vikriti. Right side Vikriti is momentary. The left side Vikriti is what you have become. But when you press tight in both the hands, you will get exactly the same reading. And that is your Prakriti. And you want your Prakriti and Vikriti to be exactly the same, then you have perfect harmony.
Thank you.
Okay. So any other quick question? Otherwise, we'll close for today. Yes, Dalpatji, last question.
Okay, doctor, this Vata, Pitta and Kapha, is there anything we can do with control with the Ujjain or Vastika pranayam?
That's what I explained over there. The Ujjayi is something that is very effective for reducing Vata, and the Bhastrika, Kapalbhati, all of this are very good for increasing the Pitta. When it's going low, it will increase the digestive fire.
So both pranayam is control our mind and body.
Everything. Yes. You are experiencing it. In fact, don't worry too much about this. This is for the people who have been looking in terms of, how to understand themselves, this thing. But you should more focus on the practice we are doing. In our regular practice, we have built all the elements that you need to keep yourself in good balance. That is why we hear from so many of you, and that's why all of you are continuing to come, so frequently, is because you see the benefits of it. And from the survey we have taken, we have seen people are sleeping better, pain in the body is less. Many of the people, their blood pressure has become lower, and they have reduced their amount of medications. Some people, their thyroid medications have been reduced or eliminated. All these things we hear, right?
Right.
Okay, so we close for today.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.